Welcome to Liberty North High School for the fourth game in the Liberty North Invitational, where we have the Liberty North Eagles facing off against the St. Pius Warriors. I'm Zach Klug alongside my partner, and we're bringing you all of tonight's live game action on North Nation Sports.
That's right, Zach. And I guess to get started, let's talk about the Liberty North Eagles with a brand new coach, Coach Rockers. It's going to be an interesting one to see what he can pull out with being a first-year coach.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see that. And especially a player to watch for the Liberty North team is definitely Jamie Jackson. This is her fourth year starting. This season's got to mean a lot more to her, especially, the senior year. I remember for football, it was so important to win every single game for me, and I'm sure she just feels the exact same way, especially with this being the Liberty North tournament. Last year they lost in the first round to the St. Pius Warriors, so this year I'm sure they're looking for some revenge.
For sure. And then, they need to improve on just like their playing unit and playing as a whole, making sure everything's nice and smooth, passes are complete, and everything happens. Jamie Jackson, like you said, is a four-year starter, and if she can just keep the team going, then the game's going to turn out well.
Yeah, she's definitely a leader on this Liberty North team. Whenever she's playing well, you see players like Emma Perry and Gabby Burns step up because they're all looking to her. She just recently signed with Pitt, and she's a great basketball player. And as for the St. Pius Warriors, they're looking to improve on their in order to improve on their finish last year, they need to make more free throws, rebound the basketball, and force turnovers. And the player to watch for them is Kate Parrish. It's her senior year also, so I'm sure this season means just as much to her as it is to Jamie Jackson. So tonight, we're kind of looking at the battle of the seniors, honestly. These are both very experienced varsity players, two very talented girls. Trevor, who do you think's going to win?
Being from Liberty North, I have to say, of the Liberty North Eagles take it on. I think all the experience they have with Jamie Jackson, Emma Perry, Gabby Burns, there's so much depth in that team. And then seeing what Coach Rockers did on their first game, I think he can pull out a win, especially against this very tough St. Pius Warriors.
And that's hard to disagree against. This team is playing together for the third year in a row. And that's something you just don't see, because you also forgot to mention Rachel Spainhauer. Mm-hmm. There's four starters right there who have started for 3 or more years. I think this is the year for Liberty North. I think this is the year where they put the team together to be very successful, and I can't wait to see how they perform. But you know what? They can't focus on the rest of the season. They got to focus on this game right here. They need to take down the Warriors, which they were unable to do last year. So they're kind of looking for some revenge. But it's going to be a really interesting game. So now let's send it courtside with Brock and Michael.
North High School in Liberty, Missouri for the LN Invitational basketball tournament, where the St. Pius Warriors and Liberty North Eagles face off in the final 4 games this evening. Good evening and welcome. I'm Brock Niemeyer, joined alongside my partner Michael Mosley, and we're going to bring you all of tonight's action live here on North Nation Media.
That's right, Brock. We have a great matchup for tonight. Liberty North is coming off a great win against Lee Summit West, starting off the season 1-0. But in this same game last year, there was an upset by the Warriors, and they exited their own tournament early. They're looking to give some revenge.
This year, the Eagles have a new head coach in Brian Rockers, who is changing the culture of the girls' program. The Warriors are hoping to repeat last season's first-round victory here tonight. Now, let's take a peek at your starting lineups. They are announcing the St. Pius starting lineup right now. Starting for the St. Pius Warriors, Uchenna Enekwe at guard, number 2, number 5, Kate Parrish, number 15, junior Ashley Hall, number 22, junior Mia Simone, and rounding out the starting lineup, number 40, junior Natalie Rippey. Natalie Rippey plays in the summer for the Lady Run GMC. Liberty North Eagles starting lineups. We have a lot of experience here with this team, starting with their leader, Jamie Jackson, number 11. Number 12, Gabby Burns, also a senior. Emma Perry, junior, has been playing a lot of minutes since her freshman year, as well as Rachel Spainhauer. And Maddie Niemeyer, number 30, rounds out their starting lineup. Eagles are starting off really excited to start their season under new coach Brian Rockers. Have had a lot more fun this year at practice, really enjoying going to practice every day, and really have a tight bond as a program.
Coach Walker's has definitely changed the atmosphere as there's a lot more fun and a lot more winning in this program. And they have really big expectations this season for the Eagles.
Coming up very soon, we will have the tip-off of the final game of the evening. Eagles, like it was mentioned in the intro, are going to look to run their offense through Jamie Jackson, who's a point guard, senior, been doing stuff up here, multi-sport athlete for 3 years. Rachel Spainhour will do the tip for the Eagles. Natalie Rippey will tip for the Warriors. And the tip underway. Spainhour wins the tip over to Perry, and here we are having live action. Maddie Niemeyer banging inside the post. Jamie Jackson trying to drive. Gabby Burns. The ball. Little high-low look going into Niemeyer early. Up and under move. 2 points for Niemeyer, getting them going early.
That was a great up and under, a little Hakeem Olajuwon move by Maddie Niemeyer.
Niemeyer guarding AAU summer teammate Natalie Rippey. Number 15 with the ball now for St. Pius. Number 5 swings it up. Kate Parrish. Over to Rippey. Anyway. Ashley Hall has the ball on the wing, screened by Rippey. Good defense fighting through that by Emma Perry. Mia Simone from through for foot on the line, actually. Mia Simone answers right back with 2 points of her own. Funny story about Niemeyer and Simone. They grew up playing for 8 years on the same basketball team. Really good friends, really close on the B3C Swarm. Gabby Burns out the top of the key. Good screen by Spainhour, rolling to the bucket. Niemeyer over to Jackson. Jackson, good straight line drive. Great find to Spainhour. Spainhour spin move, goes up. Looked like a little contact, no call.
Feels like there was a missed double dribble right there
pushing
too,
it up.
Spainhour.
Double team in the corner. Simone has it again. Head fakes, driving left. Way to stay in front. Good job staying in front by Rachel. Niemeyer, good spin move by Rippey. Not a great box out. Still, Spainhour comes up with the board. Perry wide open in the corner. Jackson hits her a little high. It's going to be another cross-court pass. Jackson lets it fly from 3. Not going to go. After 2 early buckets, couple missed shots. Another missed shot there, missed floater. Good shot, though, by Ashley Hall. Jackson pushing in transition. Goes with the right hand. Strong right hand. That's a good bucket by Jamie Jackson there.
That was a great move. Jamie Jackson is looking forward to graduating and going to college at Pitt State, where she continue her basketball and academic career. And it looks like the Eagles are running.
Perry defense right now on Parrish. Gabby up top. Score right now is 4-2. Liberty North Eagles. Hedged by Niemeyer. Closes back out on Rippey. Over to Nikwe. Tip by Burns. And Burns with a little hand check there. Gets called. Baseline out of bounds play coming up for the Warriors. A little more juice in the gym tonight. Liberty North has a fairly sized student section here supporting their girls on a Monday night.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this gym is much better than the first 3 games. It is a home game for the Eagles, basically.
Rachel Spainhour, good box out, goes and gets it. Great job by Rachel Spainhour. As she gets number 15, Ashley Hall, to pick up a foul 94 feet away from the basket. Not a smart foul there by Hall. Jamie Jackson bringing the ball up the court. And Ikwe picking her up from about 80 feet. Swing over to Burns. Good back cut. Great find. Oh, nice finish. Offensive rebound by Niemeyer.
Great tip
over to Jackson. Niemeyer trying to fight in the post. Burns with the straight line drive to the basket. Good take. And draws enough contact for the foul. Burns will go to the line and shoot 2.
The great rebound by Matt Niemeyer and a great tip by Emma Perry to keep the offensive possession alive so Gabby Burns can get to the free throw line and get these 2 free throws.
Just near halfway through the first quarter as Gabby Burns' first free throw is up. A little flat, hits the front of the rim. Burns has been a great shooter here in her Liberty North career. That's kind of what she's known for. Good stroke. That one doesn't get to go. Spainauer does go over the back. Good call there by the ref.
Speaking of those 2 missed free throws by Gabby, she does have a great stroke. The 2 free throws don't mean nothing for her. She's going to keep shooting that, keep knocking it down probably later in the game.
Her teammates definitely have confidence in her shooting abilities. Anyway, bringing it up the court. High ball screen, good pass. Spin move, what a good spin move. Little bit of contact, probably should have been a foul. Another spin move by Simone. Out to Kate Parrish. Natalie Rippey lets it fly for 3. Gets it to go.
That was a nice looking jump shot by Rippey as she pulled that with mad confidence.
And no doubt in her mind that was going in when she let it fly. And that'll give them the lead to score 5-4 early in the first half. Emma Perry trying to answer right back, and she does. Great shot by Emma Perry. One of the best catch and shoot shooters in the city. And just like that, the Eagles go right back ahead, 7-5. Had the roll man, didn't hit her. Kate Parrish now swinging the ball over to Ashley Hall. Try double ball screen, little moving screen, possibly. Yes, it is. Definitely good call by the ref there. There was some movement. Now checking into the game, we have Katie Chester and Braylon Cowan checking in for Gabby Burns and Maddie Niemeyer.
Kate Parrish checks out early as she has 2 early fouls going in. She probably won't be in for the rest of the half.
Checking in for St. Pius as well will be number 1, Adana Anikwe, who is a twin sister with Uchina Anikwe. And Adana had some words, or not really words, but kind of motion toward the student section early in the warm-ups. Jamie Jackson pulls it for 3, off the back iron, bounces back toward her. Rebound by Anikwe. Anikwe to Anikwe.
Because I would have been.
And that pass is stolen right to Jamie Jackson. Jamie Jackson, good move. Right hand strong, gets pushed in the back. Ref didn't see it. Good finish there by Jamie Jackson. As you'll see right there, a little bump with the forearm. No call by the ref.
That layup was far away.
Straight line drive, swings it out to Mia Simone. Mia, good shooter, lets it fly from 3 off the front of the rim.
Great rebound by Emma Perry. She controls it and gets it to Jamie Jackson to push the ball.
Jamie Jackson looking to push transition. Now she'll back it out. Jamie off to a good quick start here with 4 points. Almost half the Eagles' points here in the early going. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Running their basic offense here, a little down screen, cross screen action, looking to isolate the post. Katie Chester up top. One of the first players off the bench here for the Eagles. Katie Chester looking, feeds Rachel Spainauer inside, draws some contact, nothing called. Pretty good defense there, though, by Ashley Hall. Went straight up. That was a good defense. Anikwe swings it over to Hall. Hall driving inside with her left hand. Great smart play by Jamie Jackson there as she gets the tip. Running a fast break again. Switches, goes with the right hand on the left side, gets another bucket. Jamie Jackson off to a hot start here with 6 points.
Jamie Jackson is a key player to watch as the Eagles take 11-5 lead.
And that'll cause a timeout by St. Pius head coach Krista Daniels, and we'll see you right after this quick 30-second break.
And that crossover was not. Hey, that crossover was nasty as he just did.
Hawthorn Bank believes in its customers and their dreams for the future.
About 5 years ago, when we had a smaller space and it was time to move, I had a vision for what I wanted, and Hawthorn was the one that could see the vision. Honestly, I don't think it could have happened without Hawthorn Bank.
I'm Kent Peterson, Market President for Hawthorn Bank. We are proud to support Liberty Public Schools and the Liberty community. Hawthorn Bank, equal housing
Back
lender,
here live
member.
from Liberty North Fieldhouse as Dylan Fancher has now checked into the game for the Eagles. 11-5 here in the early going. Eagles over the Warriors. Rippy Niemeyer. Rippy letting it fly after a couple dribbles, and she straight cashes it.
She is not afraid to pull it out. Every time she shoots it, she thinks it's going in. That was a great shot.
Nope, Rippey definitely has a smooth stroke for the Warriors. Looks like she might be one of their key players to watch as that pass is tipped. Rippey tries to save it out of bounds. Michael, for the final of this game, I do think the Liberty North Eagles are going to pull it out. But so far, I mean, Natalie Rippey seems to be probably a problem for the
I feel like it's going to be a great close game all the way to the final buzzer, and it's going to be a back-and-forth game. I feel like Liberty North is going to pull away, though.
Maddie Niemeyer went up for the shot there, didn't get it to go. Ball goes out of bounds in favor of the Warriors. Anique to Anique, the twins right there. Swing it over to Simone, and a steal. A legal moving screen looks like they're on Rippey. Rippey doesn't agree with the call. 11-8 here in the early goings. 1 minute exactly remaining here in the first quarter. Little four-court press action here. Looks like it's just a full-court man. Perry bringing it up the floor. Niemeyer and Rippey are really going at it, getting physical on the inside. Niemeyer has a great catch. Spins around with the left hand. That's a great move by Maddie Niemeyer.
That was a great post move using her left hand.
So Maddie Niemeyer, if you couldn't have guessed, that is my little sister out there doing her thing. That was a good move by her right there. Nice spin move with the left hand. Good defense by Braylon Cowan, forcing the air ball on the floater. 12 seconds left.
Eagles will be holding it for the last shot.
Might want to look inside. 4-3. Tough angle. Katie Chester let it fly. Looked like she got hammered on the wrist. No call, though. Judging by the first quarter, it looks like the St. Pius Warriors are looking to get Natalie Rippey involved. She hit 2 threes. Looks like she has pretty much a green light. And she knocked 2 threes down from the Eagles. Mike, what did you see?
I saw for the Eagles that they're at 13-8. They're really rebounding well, playing defensively. And it looks like Jamie Jackson is a really key player to watch for them.
Yeah, Jamie Jackson just has 6 points early in the early goings. A couple transition layups and one really nice move. Little hop step over on the left side, finish with the right hand.
And for St. Pius, Natalie Rippey is a key player to watch for them. She has 6 out of 8 points already, and she's just not afraid to let that thing fly whenever she's open.
Great rotation on Rippey's shot. You can tell she's an experienced player. Student section is here live and loud at Liberty North High School. Might possibly hear him in the background. Number 12 checking into the game here, Olivia White, as we start the second quarter. Jackson and Burns came back in the game for the Eagles as well as Spainhour. Rippey letting it fly again. That one's going to be off. Picked up by Niemeyer.
Jamie's looking to push the tempo for the Eagles.
Jackson swings it over to Niemeyer. At the top of the key, swings it to Burns. Has Spainhour. Moving screen set there by number 10, Dylan Fancher. It's Dylan's first game. She missed the first game. Had a little shoulder injury, I believe, Mike.
I don't know about that call. I don't think there's a moving screen. I think her feet was set. I think she didn't push or anything, but I guess the refs saw it differently than what
Maybe
we
just
saw.
a little shuffle of the feet is what I would say the refs probably called there. High ball screen. Good spin move there by 12. White. Nice crossover move. Dumped off to Simone. Thought there was contact. That ball will go in possession of the Eagles. Simone not too happy about the call there.
Yeah, it looked like that ball most definitely got tipped out by the Eagles, but I guess the refs saw it differently. And then student section really went. St. Pius here. That's the Eagles ball.
Full court pressure here by St. Pius. Now they're just going to back off, just trying to make it harder for the Eagles to get the ball in. Fancher swings it over to Burns. Calling out a set play here. Jackson looking into Niemeyer. Dylan Fancher lets it fly off the back of the rim. Gabby Burns goes in, gets it over the back call. Not too sure if there was that much contact there. That'll be Burns' second foul, and she might have to sit for the rest of the half. Not the smartest foul to pick up there by Burns, but she was just trying to make an athletic play.
Like
Playing hard.
Checked in for her. She has 3 points right now. She had a great catch and shoot. She's been doing it ever since freshman year.
Emma Perry in her 3rd year at Liberty North. Olivia White swings it into Rippey. Rippey got a double team on her. Good adjustment by Coach Rockers. Jackson kind of loses the handle, loses a little fast break. Still pushing it up, swings it over. Niemeyer looks inside to Spainauer. Good left-handed finish by Rachel Spainauer. Strong finish. And that'll give Rachel her first 2 points on the board, making the score 15-8.
That was like Liberty North.
Olivia White just loses the dribble, falls down. Eagles have numbers here. Swinging it out to Spainauer again. Spainauer back-to-back left hand. That one does not go. Eagles Jackson is back. Emma Perry trying to stop the ball. Spin move there by Kate Parrish. Ball is loose. Look to be kicked in possession of the Eagles.
That was another turnover for St. Pius. They're not looking good. Hopefully the Eagles got to capitalize on that turnover.
Having a hard time taking care of the ball right now, St. Pius. Jamie drives corner. Dylan Fancher with a head fake. Got Simone a little bit. Good play. Niemeyer. Drop step. Left hand. Doesn't get it to fall. Jamie Jackson guarding Mia Simone out there. Olivia White has the ball in the corner. Looking to feed Rippey again. Another little dig. Double team by the Eagles. Natalie Rippey again from 3, not going to get it to go.
That was a very rare miss by Rippey as the Eagles catch a break.
Eagles looking to push it in transition. Jackson swings it to Niemeyer, looking to feed it inside. Down screen coming. Pop out by Fancher. A lot of contact there, no call. Out of a sloppy possession here. Somebody on the Eagles needs to go and just get a bucket. Great backdoor cut. Finish. Oh, no finish by Emma Perry. Great play drawn up there, backdoor. Good pass by Rachel Spainauer. Olivia White bringing it up in transition. Swings it over to Kate Parrish. Open in the corner, number 15 gets it to go. Number 15, Ashley Hall. Let's take a look at that shot. It's a great shot. Very good shot there by Hall. That'll bring it back to a 2-possession game. 15-11 here with about just under 4 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Pius has gone zone. Feed it into Niemeyer in the middle of the zone. Kick out to Perry. Good way to beat a zone is get it to the middle or to the baseline. And Olivia White does a great job getting the ball tied up from Niemeyer. Niemeyer put it on the floor.
Still possessions of the Eagles, though.
Possession. That's not it. Screen. Braylon Cowan. Good play there. Out. That ball will favor the Warriors. Ball is on the ground. Lobbed it up to Anique. Foul by Jackson. Pushed in the back.
Great effort by Jackson. That's foul to try to get the ball to take away from the easy 2-point layup that Pius had.
Adana Anique was the player fouled. Anique dimes it into number 25, Anna Cernick. They're going to call a foul on Rachel Spainauer, body block contact. Not a lot of scoring going on yet this quarter. Only 5 minutes in, so 3 minutes left.
There's going to be a sub for
Katie Chester checking in for Spainauer, who did just pick up her second foul. Simone has it up top. A comeback play every school and high school runs. And 3 straight foul calls here on the Eagles. That'll put the Warriors in the bonus. Eagles fans are letting the referees have it.
Student section is not happy about that foul call right there.
First shot by Rickway is good. Now just a one possession game as the Eagles look like they had a chance to break it open early. 15-8, could have gone on a run, but the Warriors have responded back with confidence. They have made it to a 3-point game only. Great response. Looks like they're going a 2-3 zone here. Jackson has it on the wing. Gets it to Chester, to Niemeyer. Pass to Jamie Jackson, who nails a 3. Big bucket by Jamie Jackson, who is half the Eagles' points here in the early going with 9.
That was a great 3 by Jamie Jackson. As you can see, is a key player to watch. And Pitt State's really looking forward to that the next 4 years.
She's excited to be a Gorilla. I think her committing before her senior year is actually very key for her because it allows her to not worry about it. You know, I think now she can just go play to win, and she's a natural-born winner, and this year it's really showing. Ball out of bounds on the Eagles. Rippey playing defense. They go to Anikwe again. Swings it out to her twin sister. Simone head fake. Looked like possibly a travel.
Because of the
Okay, out to Rippey. Niemeyer lets Rippey go by her. Rippey misses the left-handed scoop shot. Kicked out to Anikwe. No call, a lot of contact. Jamie Jackson bringing up the court to Katie Chester. Now Katie lets it fly for 3. Rattles around, doesn't go in. And that'll favor, possession arrow will favor the Eagles.
You owe me. Catwalk had to be on.
(18-12) here, under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Eagles ahead of the Warriors. Good pass by Simone, good find. Out to Anikwe, doesn't draw a worm. Smart play by her twin sister Adana Anikwe as she saves it and throws it off the Eagle player. Cross screen, down screen action on the inbound play. Tip by Jackson. They're just going to let it go and take the side out of bounds. Checking back in for the Warriors. Number 15, Ashley Hall, replacing number 25, Anna Cernich. Niemeyer's been on Rippey the whole game. That ball says thrown out of bounds. Apparently was tipped by Cowan, according to the baseline official. Stay with the Warriors. 3 straight inbounds plays. Baseline, sideline, baseline. Eagles look to be in a man-to-man matchup. And then a foul. Not a lot of live play going on right now in these last couple minutes. Foul on Jamie Jackson. That'll be her second. She'll have to go to the bench for the remaining minute 19 seconds of the first half. Dylan Fancher will come in and replace her. They called that foul on the floor, I assume? No, they called it shooting, but they brought the sub in before the first shot, which is not how it normally works. Regardless, Uchina Anikwe Perry's first free throw. And nothing but nylon on the second one. Right back to a 4-point game, 18-14 here late in the first half. Dylan Fancher reversing it to Niemeyer, who reverses it over to Perry. Extending the 2-3 zone a little bit right now.
Looks like the Eagles are trying to get Maddie Niemeyer in the post.
Katie Chester swings it over to Niemeyer with a short corner shot off the back iron, doesn't fall. 50 seconds left. The strategy in the last game was to play for the last shot, but probably not a smart strategy for the Warriors as they are not ahead of the game right now. Great defense over there by Emma Perry, forces Simone to pick up her dribble. Good job by her staying composed and not turning the ball over. Adana throws it over to her twin. Good steal by Katie Chester. Running out in transition, pass it to Fancher, right back to Chester. Gets fouled. Looked like possibly a little bit of all ball contact right there. 23 seconds left in the first half. Let's take a look on the replay.
That was a great give and go by
Nope,
Dylan.
definitely got her wrist a little bit. Good give and go, as you mentioned, Mike, by Dylan Fancher and Katie. Good ball movement, unselfish play right there. Chester off the back iron, doesn't go in. Big free throw here by Katie Chester to extend it to a 5-point game. Rims around the world, in and out. Uchina Anikwe cutting, bringing up the floor. Ashley Hall doesn't want to pull it. Anikwe again. Tip by Simone. 8 seconds left on the clock. Simone takes it in for the scoop shot. Simone gets it again, misses it again. 2, 1, and they're just going to not take a shot full court at the end of the half. Now we send it back to Zach and Trevor for your halftime report.
Go. Welcome to your North Nation Studio Halftime Show. I'm Trevor Lair alongside my partner Zach Klug, and we just got done watching the first half of the Liberty North St. Pius game. It's been an incredible game, and right now Liberty North is up 18-12.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights from the game so far. As we see a great three right there by number 40, Natalie Rippey. She played great in the tournament last year. And
Emma Perry splashing in 3.
Yeah, we just saw Emma Perry splash 3. And then the talk of the night is definitely Jamie Jackson. She's come out strong. You see her making layup after layup. You know, she's got good handles. She's faking people out everywhere in the paint. Been really impressive so far.
For sure. Trying to make the most out of her senior year. Right now she's up 9 points. That's pretty good for her first half.
Yeah, I agree. And then we see Maddie Niemeyer right here just putting up a good shot. And now we have Rachel Spainhauer.
Physicality.
Yeah.
One key, I would definitely say.
That's something I would say about this North team. They've seemed more physical than they have been in past years. And it's obviously been to their success, and they're leading right now. And that's what they need to do tonight. They're really trying to seek revenge because last year, they lost this game. And now we're taking a look at the Golden Girls right here, the Junior Varsity Golden Girls. I'm sorry, we're not taking a look at that. But we're going to go ahead and
send it to a break.
Yeah, send it to a break.
DIC.
3, 2, 1. Creating innovative sports content to entertain and thrill our community. Professional broadcast environment for tomorrow's television professionals. And professional service for our district partners and its stakeholders. Niles Media Group. Excellence today. Innovation tomorrow. Exceptional service always.
Hawthorn Bank believes in its customers and their dreams for the future.
About 5 years ago, when we had a smaller space and it was time to move, I had a vision for what I wanted, and Hawthorn was the one that could see the vision. Honestly, I don't think it could have happened without Hawthorn Bank.
I'm Kent Peterson, Market President for Hawthorn Bank. We are proud to support Liberty Public Schools and the Liberty community. Hawthorn Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The game-wise, someone who stands out from the Liberty North team is definitely Jamie Jackson. You know, she already has 9 points on the night. She was our player to watch from the beginning of the game. We said she's going to be a big factor. You know, usually however well she does, the rest of the team reflects that, and she's also a great team leader. Sorry. We haven't seen her come off the court at all, really. You know, all the other players are getting subbed out. You can see she wants to be here. She wants to play hard for this Liberty North team. This is what her 4 years have kind of led to, you know, and she's really proven that tonight. It's been very impressive first half so far.
For sure, all the work she's put into it ever since she was, you know, a young girl playing every day. You know, this is what you strive for. You want to play at the top level, and she did commit to Pitt State. So, continuing her basketball career into college, it's going to be something interesting. Now on to the Warriors. The potential player of the game is Natalie Rippey. Right now she has 6 points, and I think she's been a huge leader in this game.
Yeah, you know, when she was splashing those threes in the first quarter, you know, Liberty North, I feel like that's what kept the Warriors in the game, because we saw Liberty North kind of break out a little bit, and she definitely, you know, it just takes one person to calm the team down, and I feel like that's what Natalie Rippey did. She kind of calmed the team down, took a couple shots, and made some great threes, and the rest of the team was like, okay, you know, we can do this. We can hang with this very experienced North team. We beat them last year. We're right in it again. We're really close, and I feel like she was just a game changer, because, you know, without those threes, who knows where Pius would have been.
Exactly, and, you know, going off of history, North's up in the first half. What does that mean, Zach?
You know, I don't want to say it's too early. I mean, it is too early, obviously, because we saw last game with Lincoln Prep, they were down. Lincoln Prep, they were down at the start of the second quarter. I mean, at the end of the second quarter, and at the start of the third quarter, they just took off. And that's what Liberty North needs to do. They need to not, you know, play down to the Warriors level.
Exactly, and, you know, I've heard we've had some really great sponsors, so let's hear a little bit more from them.
And now we're going to take a look at some of the Liberty North keys to victory. In order to win this game, they need to keep getting the ball to Jamie Jackson. She's obviously had the hot hand tonight and been performing very well so far, you know, making every shot she's taken. Well, not actually, but it seems like it. They also need to rebound. That was one of their key points. You know, we see Maddie Niemeyer, you know, she's one of the taller players, and she's been performing very well in the paint, you know, getting a lot of rebounds. Along with Rachel Spainhauer, she rebounded a few. So they need to continue to do that, and they need to limit fouls. You know, they've done a great job of that so far. But obviously, you don't want to send the Warriors to the line.
That's how teams creep up on you, you know. Now, speaking of the Warriors, let's go on over to them, where first they need to limit their turnovers. They've had a lot of just unnecessary turnovers, and if they can control the ball and keep the tempo down, then I think they have a shot at coming back. Second one is they need to pressure Jamie Jackson. You know, like you said and like we said, Jamie Jackson is the player to watch. She's the player of the game, and, you know, she's just been outstanding. Can't wait to see what she does in the second half, but, you know, if they can pressure her and get her down, they might come back. And the third one is they need to be more physical. They've been being pushed around. We have big bodies like Maddie Niemeyer, Katie Chester, Rachel Spanhauer, they've just been destroying it in the paint, and being able to just push them around is really what's giving them the advantage, or not really the advantage, it's giving the North the advantage right now. So if they can remain physical, then they'll keep it going.
Yeah, I agree. There's just a few simple keys for each team to go. And now for a short recap of the tournament. So far tonight, we've had 3 games. The first game was Raytown versus St. Joe Central.
It was, and we had St. Joe Central winning 49-27. Absolute blowout. It was a really good game, and we've seen some interesting stuff. The second game we saw was Kearney and Shawnee Mission South, where Kearney won 33-21. Then we also had Lincoln Prep beats Park Hill 43-35. Winner of this game is going to go play Lincoln Prep, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, Lincoln Prep dominated the tournament last year. It seemed like the other teams kind of rose to the occasion. This is a different Lincoln Prep team. We saw Park Hill, make it really close. That game was a lot closer than what the score had, and Park Hill dominated the first half. So it'll be really interesting to tune back into these games on Wednesday. But for right now, we're going back to the second half, and let's head down to the court with Brock and Michael.
Thanks, guys, and welcome back to the live action here at Liberty North Fieldhouse. We've got 1 minute till we inbound the ball to start the second half. Right now, score 18-14. Pretty good first half by both teams, Mike.
Yes, it is. Some key players to watch for the Eagles is Jamie Jackson, as he has 9 out of 18, which is half the team points.
Natalie Rippey, on the other hand, for Pius, has hit 2 big threes, 1 really impressive 3, a couple dribbles around, made a nice 3, and they have 14 points, only trail by two possessions right now.
Rippey has slowed down as he did not score in the second half. Hopefully they're going to need her to score if they want to be in the game.
Heading into the second half, some of the keys mentioned, the Eagles need to stay dominant on the inside. Keep looking to feed their posts. Posts have done a pretty good job getting it in there, scoring, and when they don't score, kicking it on back out to the guards, hitting a couple threes like Emma Perry. For St. Pius, I would say they need to keep looking at Rippey. Mia Simone's done a pretty good job as well at the guard spot, as well as the Anique twins.
It is St. Pius ball to come out as they're looking forward to score to put the game into 1 possession.
Starting the second half will be Olivia White. And that throws it straight off. Little miscommunication on the first play of the half by the Warriors. 5 seconds in, already have a turnover, Eagles ball. Jamie Jackson transition Niemeyer over to Burns. Perry looking to feed inside. Good tip play there by Kate Parrish, the senior.
The Rockers is not happy about that turnover.
Rachel Spanhauer guarding Mia Simone in the corner. Mia 2 dribbles right, half spin. And that will be a traveling violation on number 15, Ashley Hall.
Not good for St. Pius as they have 2 straight turnovers to start the second half.
Inbounding the slob from out of bounds, sideline out of bounds.
How's your knee feeling? 36 seconds. What are we doing?
High post action, cross screen, down screen action from the Eagles here. Perry looking to feed Niemeyer on the inside. 3 people run to her. Rachel Spanhauer, nice mid-range jump shot, draws in front of the rim, doesn't fall. Notice the Pirates collapsed and the ball went into the paint there. I wonder if that is a coaching adjustment they made at halftime, Mike.
It looks like they're not respecting the Eagle jump shots. They keep collapsing. Hopefully they got knock down some jump shots to change that.
We have an over-the-back foul before the shot on Rachel Spanhauer. Entry. Is it the comeback play for Simone? Yes, it is. Now they're just going to get into their offensive continuity. Swings it over to Anique. Back over to Parrish, number 5. That's a great number. Good spin move, left-handed finish by number 12, Olivia White and Michael, we have a 2-point ball game.
That was a great move by Olivia White. That spin move, and you use her left hand on Jamie Jackson, which is a pretty great defender.
Coach Rock not happy so far. Only a minute 30 seconds into this second half, already calling a timeout. Coach Rock showing some emotion over on the sideline. Not happy with the defensive effort there on the other end by the Eagles. And for Pius, that is exactly how they wanted to start the second half, coming out strong, and a great finish there by Olivia White.
That score is 18-16 right now as the Eagles are looking up to pick up more offense as St. Pius is running out of zone, and it looks like it's confusing the Eagles' offense.
Sideline out of bound, inbound Burns. Looks like they're running a nice little play. Double screen, back screen for Perry. Try to trap the first pass there. Perry for another three from the corner. Doesn't go. Olivia White bringing the ball up the court. Nice move. Last possession spin move there by Kate Parrish. Natalie Rippey for three. Gets it to go.
That was a great three by Rippey as the Eagles cannot leave her open. I see it's just continually to hit that. It's another timeout goes for the Eagles. The Coach Rockers is not happy about that.
Scored 80 points.
Surprising, Coach Rock calls another timeout 30 seconds right after his other timeout. That's normally a sign a coach is frustrated. St. Pius, their first lead in at least a long time, possibly the whole game. Mike, what a great start to the second half for St. Pius. Great start to the second half.
St. Pius has come out gunning this half as they are dominating the Eagles right now. As the Eagles have not scored since halftime. And it's been 3 minutes.
Quick little 5-0 run from Pius to start the half. Coach Rock already had to burn 2 timeouts. Clearly not happy with his team's effort.
It looks like St. Pius 2-3 zone defense is confusing the Eagles as they really can't just get anything going on offense.
Inbounding the ball for the Eagles will be Gabby Burns. Let's see what play Coach Rock drew up in that timeout. Second timeout of the half already, and not even quite 3 minutes in. Looks like they're going 2-3 zone again. Chester has the ball in the corner. Not quite sure what to do with it. Good ball movement here by the Eagles. Another good pass. Katie Chester has the ball at the top of the key, swings it to Jamie Jackson. Drives baseline, great find, great ball movement there by the Eagles. And a bang, Emma Perry for three. Emma Perry, that was a great ball movement there by the Eagles. Ends up in a wide open shot for Emma Perry, gets it to go. And now on the other end of the floor, a little confusion by St. Pius possibly as they throw the ball out of bounds. Nice momentum swing here by the Eagles as from the first 2.5 minutes of the half, the Warriors had all the momentum, and now momentum seems to be right back on the Eagles' side.
Looks like Coach Rockers really motivated their team during those timeout right there.
Another great find. Good one more pass. Good patience on the offensive end here by the Eagles. Maybe that was the adjustment Coach Rock wanted to see. Maybe thought they were taking a couple too quick of shots. Eagles have, you can tell it's been an emphasis to really move the ball in the zone. Swings it over to Emma Perry again. Not the best catch, didn't catch it the best. Maddie Niemeyer drives baseline, doesn't finish it, didn't go up super strong with that finish. Still, Eagles are up to halfway through the fourth quarter. Niemeyer on Rippey. Anique puts her left foot down before she dribbles, and that will be a traveling violation.
St. Pius has a lot of trouble on keeping the ball this half as they keep turning the ball over with the Eagles' great defense.
Set play here by the Eagles to attack the zone. Had a cross screen. Looked like the defender might have been moving there through the screen. Good ball movement here by the Eagles. Wide open shot, doesn't take it. Patient, pass up a good shot for a great shot. And Katie Chester did not. She had a traveling violation, put the ball down just a second too late. Number 15 checking in for the Warriors. Ashley Hall checking in for Adana Anikwe. Right? Yeah. Rachel Spainhour checking back in for the Eagles. Katie Chester starting lineup in all right now for the Eagles. Good drive there by number 15. Hall doesn't get it to fall. Offensive rebound by Simone. Gets it to go, and we have a tie game here in the third quarter after a great offensive rebound and putback by Mia Simone.
Let's go!
Eagles still trying to move the ball around. Drop pass there. And an open floor foul by Jackson. That'll be her third. Not the worst pass, not the worst foul.
Looks like both teams have been struggling to not turn the ball over this half, as they each have about 3 turnovers each.
Yeah, taking care of the ball does seem to be kind of a problem so far in this half, as Lexi Anderson is checking in for the game for the first time for Rachel Spainhour. Inbound pass to Rippey. Rippey been the key player for the Warriors tonight. Emma Perry doing a great job forcing her defender sideways, not letting her get downhill. Job by Lexi Anderson.
Great rotation by the Eagles. I mean, great communication for them to not get open shots.
And Niemeyer has the ball, gets on the floor, doesn't get it, and Simone gets a foul. Mia Simone heads to the line for 2. Mia Simone buries the first shot, and that gives the Warriors the lead here late in the third quarter. Warriors looking to repeat their upset of last year, Mike.
Oh, both teams are looking forward for this matchup, especially the Eagles, that they're looking for revenge, as they got upset in their own tournament last year and had to play in the losers bracket.
Dylan Fancher running the point guard for the Eagles here. It's going to be a big 2-minute, 20-second stretch for the Eagles if they can hang on with Jackson out in some foul trouble.
Gabby being very patient, not taking a shot, looking for an even greater shot.
Gabby driving into the paint right now, dishes off to Lexi Anderson, who goes baseline, takes a couple too many steps and travels. A lot of traveling done in this third quarter here, Mike.
There's a lot of turnovers on both teams, and Coach Rockers on the sidelines just not looking happy with the Eagles right now in their performance.
Just mental errors on both sides of the floor. Couple bad passes. And Mia Simone gets a nice bucket there for the Warriors. And the Warriors go up 2 possessions.
It looks like that was just a defensive error as Dylan was fronting her. It looks like there was just no help side.
Most definitely, Mike. Niemeyer gets to the top of the key, short on the jumper. Niemeyer gets beat baseline, puts her hands on it, and that's a foul. Gabby Burns coming out of the game. Braylon Callan, number 25, checking in for the Eagles. Triangle set here from the Eagles. A little screen, the screener action. Rippey wide open. Didn't hit her. And Emma Perry gets a steal. This is a big time for the Eagles. Emma Perry drives, gets cut off in the short corner. Up and under move. bucket good for Emma Perry. Brings it to a 2-point game.
That was a great move and a great steal by her to get the fast break layup and then make it a one-possession game.
Another huge momentum swinging play there by Emma Perry. Niemeyer needs to be in help side. Gets there. Good steal. Good help side defense there by Niemeyer. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game or possibly take the lead here with a 3. Fancher has the ball. Not space correct. Cowan feeds it to Niemeyer in the middle. Right back out. Spits it right back out. Cowan has the ball on the wing. Feeds Niemeyer on the corner. Cross-court pass to Perry. Doesn't go. Niemeyer doesn't. Cowan on defense. 25 seconds here remaining in the third quarter. 2 points. Pius probably going to hold for the last shot here.
Like St. Pius is holding for the last shot right here. There's 10 seconds left in the half.
Ashley Hall with the ball, swings it over to Anique. Good play. Jumper is no good. Niemeyer gets the ball, and that'll end the half. Eagles go down in the third quarter. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from this game so far, especially from senior guard from the Eagles, Jamie Jackson. Jamie, take a look here, has 9 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds, and through 3 quarters of action tonight. However, she does have 3 fouls.
Jamie Jackson was really great in the first half. She's been a little slow in the second half, but the Eagles are really going to need her if she needs to. If they want looking forward to win tonight.
Her, Gabby, and Rachel just all checked back into the game, which they were missing there for a good part of this third quarter. That might give the Eagles some momentum heading in just to finish this game out. Credit to St. Pius, have come out really playing great tonight.
They're playing great on offense, and they're playing great on defense too. It's like the zone defense is really confusing the Eagles out there. They don't know what to do with it.
Eagles seem to be having a hard time getting the ball where they want it, having a hard time getting it to the middle or the baseline, breaking the zone. So early in this season, Coach Rockers has already faced some adversity in 2 games as the Eagles pull out a very gritty 2-point win in their last game. Let's see if they can do it again here tonight in the Fieldhouse. St. Pius smartly sticking in that 2-3 zone that is giving the Eagles a hard time, scoring. Jamie Jackson trying to break it down. Jamie Jackson's breaking down the right side. Scoop shot, no good. Rebound to Katie Chester.
Great rebound to keep the offensive possession alive to give the Eagles another chance to score.
Jamie goes up again. Doesn't get it to fall all the way around the hoop. Doesn't go in. Coach Rock wanting pressure from his defense. Looks like the Eagles might sink into a little zone themselves. Backside is open. Good recovery by Emma Perry.
It looks like the Eagles are in their own zone in 3-2 actually.
Eagles trying to play without fouling. Fouls have kind of been a problem here tonight for the Eagles. Kick out to Rippey, not the person you want to let shoot it for the Eagles. Runs in and out. Simone buries it. And that makes it a 5-point game. Let's see that shot from Mia Simone. Mia Simone with that 3 right there takes the lead in most points scored this game with 11. She has been consistent tonight.
The Eagles got to do a better job boxing that right there, and that doesn't even happen. And then they just turn the ball over right here. And that could be a big momentum shifter for Pius as the Eagles are down 5 with 6:31 left to go.
Plenty of time here for the Eagles to get it going. Pius has been getting exactly what they want pretty much the whole game, especially here in the second half. Eagles looking to pick up a little, maybe half court to 3/4 court trap here by the Eagles. They don't trap in the corner, just sticking to a typical 3-2 zone here. Good ball movement. Rippey, great pass over to Simone for 3 again. Long,
The Eagles need to box out and get these rebounds. These second chance points are killing them. St. Pius is heading to the line.
Gabby Burns will pick up her third foul, shooting foul. And they actually are going to call that on the floor, it looks like. Big break that caught there by the Eagles. Emma Perry tips that ball out of bounds. Possession stays with the Warriors.
Looks like this is a little recap of what happened last year.
White wanting the ball. Over to Niemeyer, or over to Rippey, guarded by Niemeyer. White over to Parrish, good crossover dribble. Equay catches the ball. Kate Parrish with the left-handed, but doesn't get it to go. Big break there, caught by the Eagles. Gabby Burns pushing in transition. Up to Emma Perry. Traveling violation. Been a constant problem for the Eagles tonight. Lots of unforced turnovers.
Looks like the Eagles are in a little trap offense trying to speed up
Jackson sprints back, almost makes the play. Tipped out of bounds. Rachel Spainer.
The Eagles are playing a great. Eagles are playing a little trap, trying to speed up Pius to get them to turn the ball over so they can get easy fast break layups as they haven't really been able to score in a half court with the zone defense.
Ball to Rippey. Rippey's shot is short. Gabby Burns pushing ahead, hits Jamie Jackson. Jamie Jackson looking to push in transition. No call there. Eagle faithful not happy about it. Foul on Gabby Burns. She picks up her fourth. Bucket does not go in. 2 free throws.
Up.
Anique first free throw up and good. Dylan Fancher coming in for Gabby Burns, who did just pick up her fourth foul. A little over 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Anique bears a second free throw. Timeout, St. Pius with a 6-point lead. Their biggest lead of the ball game. We have 5 minutes remaining right now in the game. Last 5 minutes of the first night of the LN Invitational. Mike, it's been a fun night.
Yeah, this is also not looking good for the Eagles. They're down 7 with 5 minutes left, and they can't really figure out how to score in St. Pius' zone defense. This might be looking like an upset like last year.
Yeah, Eagles only have 5 points so far this half, something to really keep track of, as the Eagles had 18 first half points and now are only down 7, only having 23 points on the board. Jamie Jackson, Niemeyer haven't been as involved this half. Emma Perry's been playing very good, though, hitting a couple threes, big threes for the Eagles, and another big bucket inside.
Watch out, Emma Perry. Emma Perry could be also the key player to watch, not just Jamie Jackson.
Jamie Jackson bringing the ball up the floor here. 5 minutes remaining here. Still plenty of time for anything to happen in this game. Dribble handoff tipped out of bounds. Coach Rocker's not super happy, trying to inspire his team now late in the game. Dribble handoff there. Emma Perry cutting through. Dylan Fancher finds Jamie Jackson. Head fake, drives in, finds Spainhour. Back out to Jackson for 3. Big shot. Doesn't go for the Eagles. Olivia White with the ball. Natalie Rippey. Pius being smart here, taking their time. Jamie Jackson gets a big steal for the Eagles. Pushing in transition, ducks her head down, scoop shot, goes in, makes it a 5-point game. Huge bucket for the Eagles.
All right, Jamie Jackson, first 2 points of the half, and the Eagles are picking up the pressure, picking up full court.
Rippey had a shot, didn't shoot it. St. Pius doing it. That was almost a
double
carry,
dribbled.
it looked like. Eagles might have to extend some pressure here, as it looks like the Warriors are just doing nothing except for waiting for a great look. Rippey with a hook shot. Foul on Niemeyer. That is her second.
I don't know about that foul call. Looked like there's really little to no body contact on that play right there.
Rippey's first free throw attempt does not fall. Her second attempt up on the way is good. Right back to a 6-point game. Still just 2 buckets away. Tying the game up for the Eagles. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left remaining here. Jamie Jackson drives in, kicks it out to Spanauer, over to Fancher, head fake. In to Niemeyer for 2 points. Great pass there by Dylan Fancher.
A great pass to go draw the defense and give it to Niemeyer.
Backside open, Rippey goes up, and they answer right back with 2 points of their own on an open layup. That's the risk you want, running that full court press. Jackson drives in, kicks out to Fancher for 3. Great job by Spanauer, gets the foul.
That was a great offensive rebound by Spanauer to keep the Eagles possession alive and ready to be active.
Rachel Spanauer here. Big free throws. First free throw does not fall for Spanauer. Spanauer, second free throw attempt. Up. Doesn't fall either. Missed opportunity there for the Eagles. Just under 3 minutes remaining here. Time is ticking down. Eagles need to make a run here. And Perry pressuring. Might have to think about starting to foul here if you're the Eagles. And an offensive foul. Dylan Fancher takes a charge. That's a big play for the Eagles right there. 2 players checking in for the Eagles. Braylon Cowan and Gabby Burns checking in, 2 seniors on the court here for the Eagles late. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining.
Still a lot of time left for the Eagles to come back here. They don't need to force a 3 or anything.
A bucket here would be huge for the Eagles. Kicked out to Emma Perry, not the best pass. Doesn't catch it cleanly. Gabby Burns driving in. Head fake. Niemeyer goes up, gets fouled. Good job drawing contact there by Niemeyer.
These free throws are very important for the Eagles that they're down 6 with 2 minutes left.
Niemeyer gets the first one to go. Second one is up, misses short. Eagles are now down 5. Under 2 minutes remaining here. Jackson almost gets a steal, just a tad late. Oh, and they call a foul.
Jamie
Possibly not one there.
Jamie has 4 fouls coming out right here. She can't foul again or she will be out this ball game.
Oh, they called the.
Never mind. That foul is on Gabby Burns. She has 5 and she is
They're
out
saying
of
the
there.
foul is on Gabby Burns. I don't believe that's correct. They look like they might be talking it over right now. Referee is talking to Coach Rock. We're trying to get an update on what's going on right here. Looks like they're going to. Looks like they're going to give the foul to Burns, even though I'm pretty sure that foul was supposed to be on Jamie Jackson. Regardless, Dylan Fancher checking into the game. Now, it looks like there's still some confusion on who the foul was called on. Correction, they do change the foul. The foul is now called on Jamie Jackson. That is her 4th.
You are just ruining the biggest part of the game.
Some serious confusion on the court right now on who the foul was called on. Coach Rocker's trying to get the info. Gabby Burns will recheck back in for Dylan Fancher as now. So now Jackson and Burns both have 4 fouls. The 2 senior guards. Mia Simone at the line. She can go 1-on-1. It is off. Big rebound by Rachel Spainauer. This is a very big possession in the game for the Eagles. Eagles, Gabby Burns driving in. Swings it to Jamie Jackson, who goes up for 2. Gets fouled, big foul.
These are very two free throws for the Eagles that they're looking forward to get the game into a 1-possession game.
2 free throws here would make it only a 3-point game. Senior leader Jamie Jackson at the line. Buries the first one, huge. As we mentioned before, Jackson and Burns both have 4 fouls. Katie Chester going to the scorer's table right now. Great board by Rachel Spainauer. Doesn't go. Niemeyer fouls Rippey. It'll be another 1-on-1 opportunity at the other end for the Warriors.
That was a great rebound by Rachel. That was a great hustle. There's a lot of contact right there, but it doesn't seem to be anything as a foul.
As big as those free throws were at the other end, this 1-on-1 is just as big for the Warriors. Rippey at the line, buries it. Dylan Fancher checking in for Rachel Spainauer here, looking to get some more shooters onto the court. 34-29. Rippey buries both free throws.
Those are 2 huge free throws for Pius as it gives them a 2-possession lead again.
Tipped out of bounds to stay with Liberty North. Pius collapsed on the bigs. Emma Perry lets it fly for 3. Doesn't get it to go. Now almost a minute remaining. Eagles might have to foul here. Eagles aren't fouling.
They don't want Gabby and Jamie to foul.
And they finally get a foul off with 50 seconds. A lot of time wasted there by the Eagles. Mia Simone at the line. They are in the double motion. Now this is 2 shots. Misses the first one. Tough break there for the Warriors. Buries the second one. 7-point game now. 50 seconds remaining. Smart play by Jackson. Letting the ball roll up the floor. She's going to pick it up. Crossover. Foul. She's going to the line. No, she's not going to the line as the Eagles are not yet in the bonus. They still have another foul before they get.
So, Brock, you're saying Pius, they still have 2 fouls to give. Would you foul them so they can't hit a three-pointer?
I wouldn't foul them yet, but definitely later in the game I would. Right now it's 50 seconds. I would guard and try and make the Eagles miss a shot. Forced floater there. Ball gets lost by Niemeyer. On the floor, timeout. Great call by their Coach Daniels of St. Pius. 37 seconds left on the clock. Fix the time on the clock, 37 seconds. Looking bleak here for the Eagles as they are down 7. 37 seconds left.
So this is looking like a recap of last year we're having a tournament with St. Pius upsetting the Eagles.
The thing is, both these teams, regardless of who wins, still has 2 more games to play this week. It just matters on what bracket you go to. Obviously, you win, you go to the winner's bracket. You lose, you go to the consolation bracket. Eagles picking up full court. Get it in. Have a trap opportunity. Don't get it. Rippey has the ball. I mean, they might want to foul at some point. And they get the foul off after about 8 seconds runs off the clock.
That was a lot of time that went off the clock right there. The Eagles should have fouled it instantly to get them more time.
Ashley Hall at the line, shooting 2 massive free throws again. And St. Pius's free throw shooting has been crucial down the stretch as they are not missing. And the second one gets to go as it is now a 9-point game, 3 possessions left. And it's looking very tough for the Eagles. Jamie Jackson tries to go full length of the court, throws it off the backboard. And it might be time to call the dogs off. Full court breakout layup. They're just going to take their time. Smart play by Pius. And it looks like the Warriors are going to come out with the big win here to start off the tournament. Natalie Rippey finishing with 14 points, leading her team. Mia Simone finished up second on the team with 12 points. And we are saying the player of the game today is Natalie Rippey. The Eagles are led in scoring by number 11, Jamie Jackson. Tough loss here early in the tournament for the Eagles. It has been my pleasure bringing these 2 games to you tonight. We hope you guys have a great night. And from North Nation Sports, I'm Brock Niemeyer.
And I'm Michael Mosley.
Let's send it back to the studio.
Welcome to your North Nation Studio halftime. I'm Trevor Larrett alongside my partner Zach Klug, and we just got done watching the Park Hill, the St. Pius Warriors defeat the Liberty North Eagles.
Yeah, that's the second year in a row. That's kind of, definitely not the way Coach Rockers wanted to start his Liberty North career. But, I mean, it was a hard-fought battle all the way throughout. And, just like it was in the last game, the score didn't really tell how close the game was and how tightly contested it was, especially with just a few minutes left. When there were 4 minutes left and it was a 2-possession game, I really thought Liberty North could have came back, but Pius just stayed calm and ended up making those free throws.
Yeah,
we're going to that. That was one of the keys to the victory. Now let's just take a look at some of the highlights from tonight's game.
Yeah, so we had a great game from Jamie Jackson, I believe scoring 12 points, having 4 rebounds, just having an absolutely dominant game.
Yeah, one of the things I wish I would have seen a little bit more from her is that she didn't score any points in the third quarter, and I really think that hurt this Liberty North team. We talked about coming out of the half that they need to be on fire, and that's just not what happened. St. Pius came out, made a couple shots, and then you kind of blinked, and St. Pius was in the league.
Yeah, now that was one of St. Pius's keys, actually, and that was the pressure Jamie Jackson. And by doing that, they got the game up, and they came up with that 4-point deficit. So now looking around the league, the first game we had, we saw the
Raytown Blue Jays facing off against St. Joe Central.
Yes.
Yeah, St. Joe pretty much dominated the game. I would definitely see them going pretty far in the tournament. They ended up winning 49-27. It was not really a tightly contested game.
Not at all.
I mean, Raytown had a good effort, but as the coach stated, they're kind of in a rebuilding process. They had a lot of seniors 2 years ago, so they're still trying to get some of those underclassmen to step up. And I think in a couple years, when these underclassmen are a little bit older, they're going to be a very successful team. But maybe this just isn't quite the year. But as for St. Joe, they were on point tonight. I really think they can use their height to an advantage later in the tournament.
I would definitely say experience and youth is one of the big things that determine these games. Now for the second game, we had Kearney taking on Shawnee Mission South, with Kearney winning 33-27. On the flip side of that first game, this was much more of a contested game.
Yeah, we saw Caroline Kelly come out and just dominate.
Big time.
Lacey Whitcomb, she also performed well, splashing a few threes early in the game. But Caroline Kelly just was a great leader. She had the ball 90% of the game whenever Kearney was in possession. And she was just a lot of fun to watch. I'm expecting big things from her later in the tournament.
For sure, and then in the third game, we had Lincoln Prep taking on Park Hill, with Park Hill winning 43-35. This was actually the game where Lacey Whitcomb went off, and
I apologize.
Yeah, no, you're good. That was one of the definite big plays, or big players, and one of the reasons why they won.
Yeah, we saw Chorus Davis perform very well in that game. She was the key player to watch. We saw her perform well last year, and we saw her perform well this year. And I don't think she's going away anytime soon. She's a great all-around athlete. Really leading this Lincoln Prep team. They're going to have their hands full tomorrow night with St. Pius. It should be a good game. Looking forward to that one.
Big time. Now looking on for tomorrow or Wednesday's game, we'll have the Raytown Blue Jays taking on the Shawnee Mission South Raiders. At 5:30, we'll have the Park Hill Trojans taking on the Liberty North Eagles. Then at 7, we'll have St. Joe Central Indians taking on the Kearney Bulldogs. And then after that, we'll have the Lincoln Prep Blue Tigers taking on the St. Pius Warriors. So like you said, it'll be a great matchup.
Yeah, tune in tomorrow at 4 p.m. where the basketball teams will kick off their side of the tournament, where the men's basketball teams will kick off their side of the tournament. So tune in, and we will catch you on the north side.